Chris, we're officially talking to a Guinness World Record holder. It's pretty good. It's off-brand. Well, it's Guinness 0%, I'd assume.
Yeah.
I saw the coverage.
Yeah. So,
very cool.
firstly, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's fucking awesome.
Thank you.
But yeah, you're a Guinness World Record holder.
Yeah.
You did 30 marathons in 30 days on sand. First person that's ever done it.
Yeah.
Previous record was 25?
I think something like that. We didn't dwell too much on the previous guys.
Something worse. Something worse.
Something less.
So now you've done it. What's next?
That experience changed my life, and it changed. It just felt like real change. You know, as you may know about me, I don't kind of wander around doubting myself really. Like,
No, you do not.
No, but I might be wrong. You know, whatever. Like, it's.
But it's one of those, if you think you can or think you can't, you're right. And actually, it's a great mindset.
Exactly. It's confidence. It's not arrogance. Of course, I don't always win. Of course, I make mistakes. Of course, things don't always go my way. But I dwell in a place where I think I can do stuff, right? And I'm growing and learning along the way. And when I decided towards the end of last year that I wanted to run 30 marathons in 30 days in the desert, I had no idea if that would be physically possible, right? Because it had never been done before. And I had doubt, obviously. And it was made worse, actually, by the doubt of others and the doubt of some very serious people that I would call and talk to about it. And they were just
I'm sure your wife as well, like not doubt, but fear, concern.
Her exact words when she realized I was being serious were, but it will kill you. But she thought I would die doing it, and I said, "Well, I'm not going to die. Obviously, like if it's a problem, I'll stop, and I'll have a doctor with me, and like I'll be with a team of people. Like I'm not going to die. I'd be very unlucky to die, I should say." And it was so I went in with some doubts, and obviously I was very aware that if I went and rolled my ankle or had a very serious problem early on, that this would be a big failure on record, right? And I believe that failing is good for you. But when you put kind of all your eggs in one basket and you say publicly, like, right, I'm off to run 30 marathons in 30 days, in the back of my mind, if you don't do 20 of them...
Yeah, you've got to do at least 20.
Got to do 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was thinking, like when I get to 20, I'll feel comfortable because, you can't go and do 2. You just can't do it.
Yeah, and everyone
pretend
else...
like you hadn't started.
Yeah,
basically.
and everyone else watching it can't do 20.
Got to try and just hope that nobody knows.
No, that's what I mean. But you know that you really just could never get to 20. So at least if you've done that, like you said, it's still an exceptional...
I think it is like pretty human, like crazy human feat.
Yeah.
I felt quite a lot of pressure going into it because I teamed up with Global, who, as I'm sure you know, own a lot of radio stations and podcasts, and their reach far supersedes mine. I was keen to do something with a lot of reach for a good cause. Their charity, Global's Make Some Noise, does some incredible work with about 100 small charities in the UK, working closely with a lot of children. Who are, suffering from bereavement, homelessness, loneliness, mental and physical health issues, cancer. So, it covered a lot of causes that were quite close to my heart, but it also shone a massive, great big light on it, right? Like we were on Heart Radio all the time, and they put me on billboards as well. You had
your Clean Co.
Yeah, of course. Don't forget Clean Co.
Yeah.
And essentially there was a lot of pressure. I remember flying out, thinking, I've done about, as much as I possibly can to prepare for this thing. But like at the end of the day, is my body going to hold up to run 30 marathons? Right. I've never ran 2 back-to-back marathons. Right. I've done some ultra events that have covered lots of distance, but I've never ran 2 marathons back-to-back. So this is going to be interesting and exciting. And look, long story short, it was a great big success. Obviously we I did it in the end. And it completely changed my life. It changed the way, this is just me being candid. It doesn't matter, but like it changed the way people see me. It changed the way people treat me. It's weird. Like coming from that reality TV background that we spoke about earlier. Reality TV, and I mean no disrespect to people who are currently on reality TV, is not for me. Like I'm like you. I don't watch reality TV. I've never watched Strictly. I've never watched Towie. I've never watched Geordie Shore. I've never watched Made in Chelsea. Like I used to watch it when we were on it a little bit. but it's not the kind of TV that excites me. I don't care about it. I don't find it interesting at all. So for me to kind of be in a different space, and for these doors to open up, like the endurance athlete space, and just to, by the way, like I may be a world record holder, but there are thousands of people who are much better runners than me who could do what I have done. I may be.
I don't know, mate. That's pretty superhuman stuff.
I may be the only person that's done it, but there are plenty of people who could do it. It's just organizing this kind of thing is
it's expensive as well. Yeah,
it's a costly thing, and I feel very privileged to have been the person who had the opportunity to do this race. It's not like there are tons of people, I think, if you plonked them in my shoes, could do it as well. So I'm not sat here thinking I'm some extraordinary athlete, but I am in a space now where I feel like, without sounding like a twat, my voice probably can be heard a bit more than before. Like, I was always very conscious and turned down jobs to speak at things. 'Cause it's like, if I was in the audience and some character from Made in Chelsea walked on and they're telling me about peak performance or something, why the fuck would I listen to them? Like, they've got no idea about anything. Is the general view I feel of like people on that show is privilege, money, like whatever. So to do something like this really made me proud of myself. Like it proved to my former self, the lazy alcoholic, that anything's possible really when you turn your mind to something. And it was an opportunity for me to really enjoy achieving something great. It's the proudest I've ever been of myself. It's
That's
the
great.
biggest, children aside,
Yeah.
marriage aside.
But that's nice, right?
No, but if I were to die today, I've done that.
Yeah, you've done something exceptional.
I raised £620,000 for kids who really need it, and I've done something that no human has ever done before. Cool, I actually felt so whole.
Totally.
When I got back, I was like, "That is so fucking awesome!" Like, I love that kind of thing. I'm deeply inspired by other people who've done similar things, and I've always wanted to be like them. Right, so now I feel like them. It's cool. I even get messages from people like them, and it's like, it gave me a real sense of purpose.